Today is July 4th, Independence Day here in America. So happy Independence Day. And if you're not from America, well, happy first weekend in July. So today, I'm sitting here enjoying my cup of coffee and a slice of cake. Right before I want to do a little tour of my grow space and all the plants that I have in it. So I live in an apartment, so I don't have a lot of space. I don't have a lot of windows, but all the windows that I do have, I try to make the best use of it. So I'm sitting here on my computer desk in my room, and I have this window that's facing, let's call it southeast. So, but it does get quite a bit of light, and this is where I put all my succulents and just two of my orchids. First one here is my Cattleya Nabela. I had this documented several weeks ago, and since then it has put out the leaves on this new pseudobulb, and the pseudobulb has gotten a little bit fatter, so that's really nice. And I just got this recently. This is a Dendrobium antennatum. Let me see it in the bag. Oops, sorry. Focus. No. Let me see. There you go. And Dendrobium antennatum. So I saw this particular one at this this guy's greenhouse. He actually sells the Kulags. I went to his greenhouse just planning to buy Kulags, but then he showed me his greenhouse, and he's actually selling some of the plants. He has a wonderful greenhouse. Most of his orchids are mounted on Kulags. They were quite the collection. But he has some for sale, and I saw this particular one. I didn't really want to buy any more orchids because I'm running out of space, but I saw this particular one and I wanted to have it since I saw a video on Astrid's channel. I'll put a link in the description below, but yeah, it's really cool. It has these antler-like petals or sepals. I forgot what they were, but they point upwards, and they sort of get twisty and curly. A really cool plant. But the leaves are really interesting because they're very thick and quite a bit of substance. So that's neat. It has one small growth there, and then a couple nubbins. I don't think my camera can focus that close, but they're there. You have to trust me, I guess. But yeah, really cool plant. These are my succulents. I've done a video of them before. New leaves forming the split rock. And my seedlings are coming right along since they're starting to increase the amount of water I give them, which I did not realize I needed so much. Again, this is really ironic because the adult size or mature plants requires very little water, and too much water will actually kill it. But these guys, the little seedlings, they want a lot of flowers. And since I've given them a lot of flowers, my Conophytum I started to put out a new set of leaves, or the first set. I don't know if I can get it in that closer, but there they are. These are Lithops, optica, rubra, and they're doing okay. They haven't really changed much, but yeah. Alright, moving on to my other area. So, this is my Dendrobium speciosum, variety something pedunculatum, And my camera won't focus for some reason. There we go. Yeah, so this is one of my first species orchid that I've got. It hasn't been doing much. Supposedly it gets very big, but I have it sitting here facing a southeastern window, I guess, too. I don't know. But yeah, it gets quite a bit of light here. I think it likes it. It was very pot bound when I got it, but I tried really hard to remove it from the pot without damaging the roots or anything. You can see all the roots that grow right on the side of the pot. But since I put in this giant one, it has put out some roots, anchoring itself to its new home. And if I can get it to focus, and there you can see two of them there, and some new roots developing there. Yeah, so it's anchoring itself really well, very sturdy now. Before it was pretty much push it over and it'll topple over, but now it's pretty well established in there. And there's these two voluntary ferns that grew. They told me to remove it, but I kind of like it, so I kept it there. Okay, moving on. Below here is a NOID Paphiopedilum. I'm having the hardest time growing this thing, just because my apartment's pretty dry, and you know, it likes to have a very moist environment, so I'm struggling a little bit. I used to have it put in a glass cloche, and it did really well, but it's outgrown that inside the cloche, so I had to remove it outside, and since then I put quite a bit of moss there to help retain some moisture. It's adjusting, I want to say, but I don't know. It hasn't been doing much. Alright, here is my little owl planter. What's sitting on here is a Vanda coerulea seedling that I bought not so long ago. And since then I put it in this hanging basket. It's doing well. I see that it has put out a new root, if I can get it to focus. Right there. And that's pretty much it. I haven't been doing that much, but I'm happy it's trying to establish itself in there. I'm putting it here just to help to drain, because I pretty much dumped this seedling in a bucket of water. But moving on, this is my Schomburgkia undulata. This is a big orchid that's sitting here. So that's that new shoot that it came with. It's grown a little bit since then. It's really nice. And I'm trying to keep it from growing on the side. So I've been turning it back and forth to make sure it's growing straight up, which it has, as you can see here. So it's doing really nice, and I don't have to stake it or something to force it to come straight up, but which I don't really like to do, so this is I think the easier way. Alright, moving on. I have this Phalaenopsis gigantea mounted to tree fern mount slash Vanda basket thing. Like I said, I had to be creative of where I put things because I don't really have a lot of space, but this is facing the window. So in the evening, early evening, when the sun sort of sets, it hits the lights through the window and it catches a little bit of light here. So I think it's doing okay. It has a new shoot, a new root tip growing on the base there, but I don't know if I can show it since it's kind of dark in here. Well, I hope you can see it there. But it's coming out, so it will get established. I want it to pendant down, so I think it'll be a good look. And here is my Vanda that has never bloomed for me. So just because I have been neglecting it, it's sitting here, it's getting watered, so getting soaked. So hopefully it'll bloom soon, but I've never seen what it looks like. This is a NOID, and I think my mom got it on a discount rack and I stole it from her. Yeah, but it's developing roots, so that's a good sign. And the leaves are growing as well. Alright, so let's move to the main growing space that I have. It's in my living room. So I have 4 south facing windows, which is I'm really lucky, really fortunate to have that, but that's pretty much all the area that I can grow anything here. But starting first, this is it's a NOID Phalaenopsis. It's a generic white one that everyone seems to have. I guess everyone starts out with those types of orchids, so I am no exception. So it's doing really well right here. The new leaves is really nice and shiny and big. I'm hoping for it to grow over the top of over the side of the pot, because I kind of like that look. I don't like it when Phalaenopsis grows like a Vanda straight up, you know. I like it droopy over. So yeah, that's the white Vanda. White Phalaenopsis, generic white Phalaenopsis. So the other space that I have is my Kulak Rack, which right now I don't have anything, a lot of stuff that's growing on there, but I first got introduced to this by Brittany over Holy City Orchids, and I ordered 3 because of her video, and I really liked them, so I ordered 2 more, and the second one I actually went to the place that sells them and just bought them, because apparently I live very close to them, so that was a great convenience. But I built this rack just for that, just for these Kulags, and I have 2 Phalaenopsis mounted here. This one is a Phalaenopsis, I forgot what it was. I need to put a tag on it before I forget, but I want to say number 15, Toby Wanatabe or something like that. Put a link or a name on it, or an annotation, I should say, on the video. But this one is Phalaenopsis equestris, and it has put out a little root, and there's a basal keiki forming at the bottom. It had a basal keiki before, but I think it's dying away. I don't know why. I don't know why it's putting out basal keikis, since it's not really doing that great. It should put more effort into the leaves and the roots, but I guess maybe because it's stressed. This one was lost in the shipment, sort of. It got delivered to the wrong place, the wrong unit, and it stayed there for a while, a couple weeks I think, in the box, so it suffered a little bit. So, but now it's doing a little bit better. Alright, so moving on. This is another seedling of the Phalaenopsis, same one as that one. I got lazy. I'm hoping this little terrarium thing it's gonna hold a lot of moisture, but it wouldn't help any if I don't water it. I keep forgetting. Yeah, but it's cool. I'll water it today. Now, this is my little tiger planter that I got from, I think, China. I planted some Pinguicula primiflora seeds in it, but it hasn't been doing anything. It's been a while. I don't think anything's gonna come up, but I'll just keep it there. I'll probably use it for something else in a couple days or something. But yeah. Moving down this stepladder stool is my mini fowl that I bought from IKEA. It's still in bloom, but it's been dropping leaves lately. I really need to repot it because it's still in the original medium that it came in. So, but I'm just waiting for all the flowers to completely die out so I can cut off the spike and repot it. But it's doing well. It does have a couple sunburn spots, but other than that, it's doing really well. And this is my Phalaenopsis Stewartini. I keep saying it wrong. Let's see. Wow, my camera is not focusing well. Tiana Phalaenopsis, and since I got it, it dropped a leaf, and I thought it was gonna die, but since it's dropped that first leaf, it hasn't been doing much, so I'm still hoping that it'll pull through. I really like the leaves on this, but we shall see. I really like this one for the leaves, because the flower is just kind of white. Although I'm told it's supposed to be fragrant, as it says on the tag. But yeah, please don't die. That would suck. All right, moving on to some of these are my very small orchids. This one is a focus. No. It's a Cattleya Nabela. So it has bloomed before. It looks like when it was when I bought it. And this is the newest growth that I got since it was shipped to me. And it has a what do we call it? It won't focus. It has a flower sheath, but it's turning yellow right now. So that's not good. I was hoping it'll flower, but there is a new growth forming, and there's quite a bit of growth on the roots too. So maybe this pseudobulb will flower. We'll see. This one, it's a tiny Dendrobium. It is the Dendrobium glomeratum. Sulawesiensis. I don't know, but I bought it because it's so small, but it's not supposed to be small. This is a seedling, and there's new growth somewhere. Wow, my camera is terrible today. Yeah, that's backlit. this around. It's somewhere there, but there's a new growth, which I'm happy because for a while it didn't do anything. It's there, but maybe we'll have a better shot once it gets bigger. But here is my Encyclia cordillera variation or variety roseum. It has 3 new growth. Other than that, it hasn't been doing much. Yep. Here is my Brassivola nodosa. New growth here. This is the new growth that I have when I first got it, but there's another one forming. And this is one of my sick orchids, or rescue orchids that I have. It's been doing really bad. But here's the tag for it. Patanaro Wolnita Char Plum Red. So that new growth is struggling a little bit because there's basically no roots. I had it potted in this medium that was really broken down, and I should have never used it. It's but it didn't really like it, so all the roots died. And since I've repotted it, there is 2 new growth, new roots that's been growing. And there's another one that's coming in, but my camera's not cooperating today for some reason. I'm gonna go change the lens, see if that helps. I'll be right back.